Welcome back to House of Slug. My name's Co, and my pronouns are they, them. Hey, let's do a big thrift haul. I found some things, and I want to show you. It's like a thrift slash antique haul, antique mall haul, but also a thrift haul. Do we need to differentiate between those things? Does anyone care? Antique malls in the South, or at least where I live, they're they're pretty like affordable. My apologies if you see a mess. Right now you can't see a mess. You're strategically placed. I previously talked about creating a website where I sell plus size vintage clothes. I created it and then it really bombed. But then the same month, I was accepted as a vendor at a place that I have always kind of dreamed about being a vendor at, that I really love shopping at. And it's super cute. It's called The Generalist in Johnson City, Tennessee. It's not just vintage, but there are some other vintage vendors, artists, makers. It's an event space. So it's really cute and cool. And I applied to be a vendor there. They said yes. So now I don't have a website anymore. It wasn't going well, and shipping prices are so outrageous. Like, I really wanted it to go well. Being in a store is better for me. There's no other plus size options for vintage where I live. I don't know of any other plus size vintage vendors, and the vendors that exist in this area sometimes will have a plus size thing here and there, but they don't care enough to like cater to fat people, which is why I started doing markets and stuff around here. This month for September, the owner was like, "We'd love for you to get a bigger rack. People are liking it. It's going well." So I did. And then I had to go thrifting to fill it up. I found so many cute vintage plus size things. Also, I had a beautiful date day with my partner and we went to the antique mall and I found some really cool stuff at the antique mall. Also, I found this Coheed and Cambria shirt. I was really into them when I was like 14 years old. Um, and to be honest, I haven't really listened to them a whole lot since I was a teenager. I only found one other one. It's listed on eBay for $80 and it says it's rare. So, yeah. And I'm so excited that this is my size. It's such a cute shirt. It's so soft. It's a band that I loved in my youth, and I'm pretty sure I even saw them live when I was younger. So let me show you the antique mall stuff. And I got two things from the Goodwill that aren't clothing items. I found this vintage tie that says Happy Halloween with a werewolf on it, and it's green checkerboard. It's so cute. Keith Daniels, Paris, Italy, New York. I really like bow ties, and I also really like bolo ties. And I thought, what if I brought the two together? I've been looking for like little bow ties, like vintage bow ties to put on a bolo tie, a bow tie bolo tie. I thought that could be fun and that maybe I could sell them at the generalist, but also I really want to wear one. Found a bag of vintage bow ties. Got six for $7. Here's the first one. And these are really old, actually. They're like the kind with the metal back. And this little cutie, this little cutie, this little cutie, and this little cutie, and this little cutie. And that's all the little cuties. But yeah, they all have like the metal back, which I don't know. If you've never seen it, it just kind of pops open and then you put it on like These kind of slide, you can slide that in between your collar and then just pop it down. And that's how they used to do a bow tie. I've been trying to like find vintage things that say positive things for a long time. Have been working on like having a better mental state. It sounds silly, but I just mean that I used to negative self-talk so much and it was really overwhelming and I kind of didn't even realize that I was doing it and I didn't realize that it wasn't normal and so my life was a lot worse because I was in my head being a total asshole all day, to myself, to others, and I have to correct myself when I'm mean. And it felt really embarrassing and weird at first. Now I'm like, I'm very nice to myself in my head. My life is better. I love myself. I feel good about my body. I feel happier and more carefree. So, yeah, that shit works. Maybe just start cutting yourself off when you're doing it and being like, no, I'm not doing this. Stop yourself and then say something nice to yourself, even if it feels really hard and really awkward. So, anyway, I've been looking for more positive things or silly positive things. So, I found this button and it says, I have the power to succeed. And it's a really big button. So, yeah, so I have the power to succeed, and so do you. Why not? I also found this bumper sticker from the 70s, and it just says, I can be very friendly. And I'm not sure if I'm like missing the point of this or if it's like a joke, but I like it either way. I don't have a car right now, but I'll have a car again. And when I get a car, I'm putting this on it and it's going to be great. I love Alf, and she had an Alf pin. It says no problem, Alf. And I say no problem all the time. And I think I'm realizing that it's because of Alf. You know, I hate that he eats cats, but he's cute. I'm going to visit my cousin Meg and I found her this silly little present. Um she likes corn. And we all like corn. Who doesn't? But it's just a cute little magnet and it says ears to ya. I was looking for bolo tie making supplies and I was trying to find like some toys or something interesting. I discovered weird little mouth people. Here's one. That's one. I didn't know anything about them. They're from 1989, which was the year I was born. And apparently, they were like mascots for the drink Tang. And they even come with little cards that like talk about each of their little characters. Tang, the taste your mouth can't wait for. So it was just like a little weird cartoon thing that they came up with to sell Tang the year I was born. And I just thought it'd be super cute to make them into bolo ties and then give their little character information with the bolo tie at my vintage booth. So I don't know. We're going to try it. For antique mall stuff, I only have two more things. And they're both fat icons that you may or may not know about. The first one, there's this comic book series called Little Lotta, and it's this like little fat girl. You can see her here holding a car with her dad in it. I don't know, it has a lot of fat commentary. It's usually not horrible, But, sometimes with fat stuff, it can get weird. I also love the little kid that it belonged to. I think his name was Brian, but he accidentally wrote his name as Brain, which I love that. It was funny because I hadn't really thought about her in a while, but when I see comic books, I'm not like a huge comic book collector. Telling my partner, I was like, "Have you heard of Little Lotta?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Well, here's some comic books. I'm going to look through them and see if she's in here." And then the next one I pulled out was this one. And I never really find them. I think I have one or two other ones. Um and I'm a person who likes to find stuff like out in the wild on my own. I know that I could probably find them on eBay or whatever, but I really like to find them in the wild. So I was excited to stumble across this and to show my partner about it. And, it's just like a fun, fat character. And she's super cool. And I love her. The last thing I got, another fat icon, is the old Froth and Slosh beer can with the cute fatty on it. Her name's Fatima Yenberg. Yekberg. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not good at pronouncing names. So I apologize. But basically, these were beer cans in Pittsburgh, PA. Okay, I'm going to read this can. Her name is Fatima. She's the winner of the 1969 Old Frothing Slosh contest. She was chosen on the basis of beauty, talent, poise, and quantity. She is the woman who best symbolizes Old Froth and Slosh, the pale, stale ale with the foam on the bottom. Now she's the girl all others look down on. What? Why would we look down on her? Wait, look down on? Oh, because the foam's at the bottom? I don't really get it. But she's adorable and a fat icon. And this can is just so cute. Apparently, there's a bunch of different ones. I had never seen one at the antique store. And, it's just a fun little silly thing. So I got it to go with all my other fun, silly little things. I had fun. Oh, that's not all I got. I also found these appliques. This one's like butterflies and flowers. I thrifted a velvet blazer and I thought it would be fun to like put some wacky appliques on it. So there's that one. It's pretty. And here's another butterfly. It's yellow. I really love butterflies. And these, they're really hard to see. They're just like black. They're not like amazing, but they were only 50 cents. So I took them as well. So, okay, that is everything I found at the antique mall. And then two things at the Goodwill that weren't clothes. And I love this one. Oh, it was on the cart when I got there, and I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Just a beautiful unicorn, little vase. I love an old vase or an old vase. What do you say, vase or vase? I feel like my family says vase. Is it an Appalachian thing to say vase? I say vase. Vase sounds better to me, but vase is interesting. Unicorn vase. I was just looking for an old crate to put my records in. I looked on Facebook Marketplace and it felt like everyone wants like $25 for a crate. And I'm just not willing to pay that. I was at the Goodwill and they had this crate. It's just a black one. It says property of Prairie Farms, Highland and Roberts. It's not like a particularly cool crate, but it's pretty nice one. I don't know if it's old or not, but it'll do. She was $4, so we took her. So I'm going to try on as many of the clothes that fit me that I found, and I'll show you the other ones. And okay, now we'll do that. So here's this Coheed and Cambria shirt. It is has a 33 on the back. Okay, this next shirt is not vintage. It's like from Cato. So I decided to get it because I really wanted to pair it with this clown bolo tie I made. So here's the collar. I mean, it is very cute, right? And I think it would be so cute with my polka dot suspenders and some boots. Just go clowning. I think wearing more bright colors is a good thing. This brought me a lot of joy and I bought it. Okay, this next one is a vintage piece. It is Carolina colors, but it's like this blue plaid and it has a hood. And I got this for my partner actually as a surprise because they have been getting really into thrifting vintage clothes too, which is so cute. I'm so glad they're into it. And they found a onesie from Carolina Colors, the same brand and the same fabric. And it's like sleeveless. So I'm going to give this to them and they can pair them together. I think it will be so cute. This next one is a very cute little Halloween turtleneck. And it has like moons and stars. It has scarecrow, moon, stars, clouds, pumpkins. It's very cute. Cheetah, zebra, giraffe. It's very cute. It'll be adorable on someone. Okay, so it has a little tie in the front and like a flap situation. It's very cute. I mean, if I were more into dresses, it'd be hard to let this one go. Here's the pattern. This one is such a cute, nice black dress. It has like these ruffles, the top, and kind of ruffles at the bottom, like a little whoosh. It's just a really nice black dress. Here's the pattern on this one. It has these cute little buttons on each side. It has a cute slit on both sides. We love a slit. It's just a very adorable little 90s dress. This one, like I feel could fit like up to a 5X, which is so cool. So, I want to find more pieces like this. Okay, so this one doesn't like fit me with the buttons super good. So I'll just hold it up. It is so cute. I love this pattern. It's adorable. So this is a top and a skirt that I found separately, but I promise you, the same person owned these two, and I know they wore them together. Like, I just feel they belong together. You know what I mean? The top is velvet, but it has like roses in the velvet. The bottom is like that slinky fabric, but it's like velvet floral. And I mean, it's like the plus size whimsy goth outfit of your dreams, right? Okay, slugs. Well, that's everything I got to sell, and all the stuff I got at the antique mall and yada, yada, yada. If you happen to be in Johnson City, Tennessee, go downtown to the Generalist, check them out. Even if not to see my stuff, everything in there is super cool. That's all I got. So I hope you had fun on this journey of things that I bought. All right. I love you, slugs. And if you want to do more plus size vintage adventures or thrift adventures or antique mall or just trying to stay sustainable adventures, then please subscribe and like this video and join our slug community. We're recruiting. Okay. Bye, slugs.